Hello, and welcome back to the Whisper of the Machine. And now we have to go to the Church of Epos, if I remember correctly. It was in... Yeah.
I have my suspicions about the Free Church of Epos. If nothing else, that embassy status thing is really fishy.
Yeah, we're gonna check if the Leonard was part of this Epo church. Who is
Rolf
Rolf?
looks busy. I'll leave him to his work.
Uh-huh. Don't need anything from here, so we're gonna go to the mall, and there was the... Yeah, this way. Now hold on, let's go back. Ah, you see that? The mural over here. Now it's the Thunderbolts. Like we said to the painter last time.
Ball lightning. My interpretation must have been spot on.
Yeah. Cool. And here we can access to the church. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I see. Hello, Bird.
Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos.
Well, thank you.
If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
I have official police business, though. Special Agent England.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass.
Come on,
You're
dude.
gonna need papers. This is a diplomatic sanctuary.
There's no time for that. I'm trying to solve a triple homicide.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am, but I can assure you that there are no murderers here.
Are you
I'd
sure?
suggest you take this up with your superior.
God damn it.
There's no time to mess around with paperwork. I'll need to take things into my own hands. Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there.
Hey, get away from there. Members only.
Oh, sorry.
Cloak?
I need to get out of sight first.
Yoink. Idiot. Can we go here? Ah. So. Save the deposit boxes.
A bunch of storage boxes with initials on them. Several of the initials match people I know, but it could be a coincidence. If I had reason to believe one of them was Epos, it might be a good idea to come back here.
Oh,
I guess I could, but I have no reason to believe that Leonard has used one of these lockers.
Okay, alright. Let's go check the doorway. Oh, there's
Some
a pool.
kind of assembly hall with plenty of people inside. I should stay clear. Some kind of large pool or bathtub.
I see. Faucet.
Yeah, that might work as a distraction for the guard outside. I need to be sure that I don't have a reason to return to this room, though.
Huh. So. Is this something from the quota?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two.
Pictures.
Looks like a timeline of how the Epos seal has changed over the years.
That one.
The third version of the Epos logo, designed about 15 years ago. No way. It's the tattoo
Yeah.
design.
Tattoo.
That must mean Leonard is a member of EPOS. Or, well, he was, at some point at least.
I see.
I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol.
Yeah, we don't need carry a Leonard skin tattoo over us. Father cabinet. Can we now use the key over here? Oh yeah.
Got a written piece of paper.
Alright. Let's read it then.
Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is.
Then who is Leonard's brother then?
I did that already.
Right?
All right, let's see if this works.
What works? Oh, there's water.
Heck?
That should keep him busy for a while.
Yay! Now to the door.
Locked. Damn.
No
Some
more
kind
here.
of metal workshop, with a few men working on what looks like construction materials. The room is a dead end, so I'll avoid it. The
Oh.
ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here. Ugh, it's stuck.
Ah, no. No. Muscle boost.
The hell is that noise?
Oh shit.
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
Oh.
All right, it's loose now.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have to move when this shit. Damn it. Shaky thing so that God cannot hear us doing it. Alright. One more. Yeah. Big vent over here. Hello.
6 new members over the last month. The
Huh?
Bacarbo parish is also doing better now.
They
Oh,
managed
it's
to
the dude from
resolve
the
their
train.
financial difficulties.
Oh yes, Elsa is
Yeah.
doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call.
Who's
That brings
Elsa?
us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
Huh.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the church.
Yes, maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders.
Interesting.
I'll wait a bit and see if they leave.
Ah, armchair.
I don't think it's safe to go back that way. Administrative paperwork. That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Okay. All right. Bookshelves.
Wow, that's a lot of books. They have an impressive library here.
Indeed, they have. Is there anything else?
Wow.
Well, what's the big idea of this church then?
Wow.
Exit then? I don't know.
Welcome, visitor.
God damn it.
Oh,
Special Agent, Violent Crimes Central Bureau.
Oh, it's you again. The man from the train.
Indeed. I never forget a face, but I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Agent England.
Ah, I am Vilgood. I assume
Hello,
you're aware
Vilgood.
of our legal status.
Yes, I've been informed.
Ah,
But tell
forget
me
this.
this. If you had nothing to hide, why would you invoke said legal status?
A church needn't have things to hide to be protective of its privacy. But to prove you wrong, I'll answer any questions you might have.
Awesome.
All right. I'll take you up on that. That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
I have, but yeah. Gonna see if you're
I have
gonna
a
lie
few more
to me.
questions, Vilgut.
I'm listening.
All these again. Let's go to character first.
What do you know about Carl Oscarson?
I must confess I didn't even know his name before I heard he was a murder victim.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Kurt's nephew. We only met briefly a few times.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
I believe I've seen her around town with the school children, but I don't know much about her.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
He's no member of the church, but he's a fine man blessed with strong Christian morals. Compassionate, forgiving, and open-minded. I was good friends with his late father, and I'm glad to see that his son followed in his footsteps.
Yeah, the police things, I guess.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
Cunning woman, that one. And she's been a thorn in our side ever since she joined the town council.
Yeah? How so?
She has a penchant for political obstruction. Things like hindering our building permits or imposing unreasonable restrictions on our street preaching.
Why do you think she's been acting that way?
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say she has some kind of grudge. Some Christian out there must have greatly angered her at some point.
Maya Strand's
What's your
next.
opinion on Maya Strand?
She was my polar opposite in almost every way. But I enjoyed the occasional late-night chess game with her in the canteen. It's fascinating how trivial activities like board games can bring such different people together. Goes without saying that I was as shocked and appalled as anyone when I learned of what happened to her.
What's your
Dr.
opinion
Pearson.
on Dr. Pearson?
He and I have quite different takes on life and death, to put it lightly. But alas, a man of my age needs to see a physician regularly to keep the Grim Reaper at bay. So I grit my teeth and endure half an hour of his morbid humor for the sake of my health.
So Leonard Dahl, one of your members, was killed yesterday.
I had a feeling your inquiry would lead us to him.
Can you think of anyone who would want him dead?
No, he was a loyal member of the church for many years. Kind of a loner, but always helpful and polite. He did have a strangeness to him, though. A look in his eyes like he was stuck in perpetual contemplation. It seemed as if he was constantly on the verge of, but never quite able to reach, some sort of profound revelation.
Any hint of a violent side to him?
No. To my knowledge, Leonard never committed any violence, nor did he express any desire to do so.
What do you think of Walter?
I don't know him well, but he seems like the kind of man who plays the part of the clown to hide a deep wound.
Do you know who Leonard Dahl's brother is?
I believe his name is Rolf.
Ah,
Quite a shady character, if you ask me.
Oh, the gardener, right?
Yes, that's him.
but that was useful. Thank you. We'll go what your
What
name
can you
was.
tell me about Rolf?
Not my favorite person. He mocked the Lord when I first met him, and I don't take kindly to that sort of behavior.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
What do you know about the murder in the workshop hall?
Not much at all. Only that a carpenter was brutally killed there in the night.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Only what my fellow church members have told me. That Maya Strand was stabbed to death by a mysterious killer.
So the church didn't commit those murders, then who did?
What's your take on the conduit?
Oh, those heretics? Haven't heard anything of them in many years. As far as I know, they are firmly confined to the ash heap of history by now.
Some might argue with that. Your church has a violent past with them, hasn't it?
There's no denying that. We fought many battles with their kind in the youth of our movement.
And now?
Don't be absurd. They are practically eradicated, and we have been a peaceful group for decades.
What do you think about their teachings then?
Certainly dangerous doctrines if left unchecked. The Conduit believes humans will create God in their image, instead of the other way around. In their folly, they forget that humans are flawed, and that their creations will inevitably inherit those flaws. The false God they aspire to create may demand sacrifices they're not prepared for.
This church, EPOS, what are your teachings?
At our core, we are an Orthodox Christian church. We believe in the one true God and His only Son, Jesus Christ.
And what sets your group apart from other Christians?
Two things. The reverence of the essential humanity in each and every one of us, and our stalwart opposition to false idols. Prior to the collapse, the great flood of our time, we arose as a reaction to the disgraceful habits of that era. The widespread worship of anything and everything but God. Wealth, fame, mindless pleasure. The sickening mutilation of our bodies to the point where some were more machine than human. And the worst of all, the pursuit of AI superintelligences. False gods that humans aspired to construct for themselves. We oppose it all for the glory of our Creator and the salvation in our future.
And how do you go about preventing people from worshipping these false gods?
Not by violence, if that's what you're implying. Such things belong to the past.
So it's just a coincidence that the only armed man I've seen in Nordson was right behind your doors?
Sadly, the world is still in a state where men with guns are a necessary evil. However, no laws have been broken. We have every right to bear arms.
Do you know what kinds of books Leonard liked to read?
One book he borrowed frequently was The Kingdom of God is Within You. In fact, it still hasn't been returned. It should be among his estate.
Would you be able to say if he had any favorite quotes from that book?
No, you should ask someone who spent more time with him.
Fine, I'll do that. What kind of book is it anyway?
It's about nonviolence, to summarize.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
So was the book
Wow.
here or
Wow, that's...
can we gonna exit this place?
Oh, the passage led back here. Good. Since I left the door unlocked behind me, I'll be able to come back the same way.
I see. So now we gotta go to the Rolf and ask about his bro. Oh, no, not yet. I forgot. Go back in. Forgot these pictures. This stuff.
Recognize this?
I do. Read it even many years ago.
Know thy enemy?
Something like that.
Huh?
Do you recognize this woman?
I do. That's one of the teachers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much sums up what I know about her.
Nothing useful.
I'll keep it to myself.
Ah.
I don't want the church to know too much about the case.
Well, that's smart. Smart. What, knife?
That's evidence.
Scalpel.
I don't want to share that with him. So, this is the person I left behind. Alex.
I see. He passed away.
Yes.
My condolences. I'll pray for his soul.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. And now we go to the Rolf. See what's Rolf gonna say about. He's probably gonna. The Rolf probably gonna give us the book. Hello.
Hello, Rolf.
Hey, look, I'm pretty busy here. Not really a good time to talk.
This can't wait. You heard about your brother, right?
It's a small town, what do you think?
Sorry about your loss, but I really need to ask you some questions.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Rolf, but I have to ask you about your brother's death.
I know, and I wish I had something to give you, but I don't know what happened.
So you have no idea who'd want to kill Leonard?
It's gotta be the nutjob who killed those other people, right?
Yep.
It's possible, but far from certain. When was the last time you talked to your brother?
A week and a half ago, or so.
Okay. How did he seem? What did you two discuss?
He was his usual self, but what we talked about is private.
Look, every little detail matters. What he said could be the key to finding his killer.
I'm not gonna betray his trust. If you want to arrest me, go ahead. But that's all I'm gonna say.
What can you tell me about the Church of Epos? I know for a fact that your brother was a member.
So? That's not a crime.
Come on, Rolf, work with me. Don't you want me to catch your brother's killer?
Yes, he was a member, but I'm not. I spent 10 years trying to get him out of that place.
Why
Why?
would you do that?
Because he changed. He became this sullen, slow, serious, fucking block of a person. He used to be so full of life, you know? I know he died just yesterday, but the Leonard I grew up with, he's been dead for a long time.
Oh,
I understand, Rolf. Thanks for sharing.
it just misses his bro.
No, I don't want to tip him off before I figured out the exact quote.
Ah,
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
Sure, I've seen her around, but that's pretty much it.
and adult
What kind of
Epos.
relationship did you have with your brother?
The sibling kind. We weren't enemies, if that's what you're asking. The rest is really none of your business.
Come on, dude.
What do you think of Walter?
He's kind of a loon, isn't he? And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
What can you tell me about yourself, Rolf?
I'm not in the mood for small talk. Ask your questions so I can get back to work.
You're kind of rude,
That's
dude.
it, for now.
Good.
It's good.
I should keep this to myself, or he might figure out that I'm not the person Leonard wanted to have the evidence.
Ah. Probably. There are the books over here.
There it is, the book from the library. Got it. The Kingdom of God is Within You by Leo Tolstoy. This looks ancient, pre-collapse for sure. A number of pages are marked in the margins, likely to easily find them. Even if one of the marked pages contains the quote I need, there's too much text. I'll need more to go on. Maybe someone who had regular contact with Leonard would know the quote if they saw it. I don't see how the...
Okay. So, do we get... that to roll?
I should keep this to myself.
Damn it.
Or he might...
Oh yeah, what about Rolf's colleague? Yeah, let's go check the canteen. Oh, there he is. Who is this?
Hi there.
Hello, stranger.
Newcomer, right? What brings you to town?
Is it that obvious? I'm here for matters of the faith, you could say.
I understand. Well, best of luck with that.
Alright.
Hey there. How are you holding up?
Oh, you again. I'm doing okay. Any luck with the case?
Some. Have time for more questions?
I suppose.
Oh yeah, well,
I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay. Good.
Can you answer a few more questions?
I suppose.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
A little bit. We both grew up here in town, but we weren't friends or anything. He seemed like the last person you'd think would get murdered, though. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
I couldn't say. I've had very little contact with him.
Do you know Katarina Berg, the teacher?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Ah.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
I normally don't have much contact with the police, but from what I can tell, he does a fine job.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
Never met her, but I'm not much for politics. I have enough to worry about down here in the real world.
Did you know Maya Strand?
I didn't, but I wonder how the museum will recover from her death. She was the driving spirit of that place, and I can't think of anyone who'd be willing to pick up the reins.
What's your view of Dr. Pearson?
He's as weird as they come, but everyone knows that. He's a fine doctor anyway.
So, tell me what you know about Leonard.
We already went through this. I don't have anything new to add.
Huh.
What do you think of Volter?
Oh man, he's hilarious, but some of his robots really give me the creeps.
Do you know Rolf, the plant master?
Sure, he brings our gardening waste to the recycling center every week. He's kind of an asshole, though. Always seems to be trying to rip you off.
Do you know anything about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Not really, just hearsay. I'm sure you've heard it all before.
Do you know anything about the murder of Maya Strand?
No, I rarely go to the museum these days.
What do you know about the conduit?
You mean like for electricity?
No, it's an organization. Pro AI.
Oh, never heard of them.
Leonard's
What
murder.
can you tell me about Leonard's death?
I already told you everything I know about that.
Well, tell me more.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Epos?
I don't know much about it, but going to church doesn't sound like the worst idea. Maybe I should go and light a candle for Leonard.
Do you remember Leonard quoting a book?
He used to say this phrase every now and then. Not sure if it's from a book, though.
Yeah? What was the saying?
I don't remember exactly. Something about life and being human, I think. Sorry, might recognize it if I saw it.
Well,
I'll let you get back to your drink.
thanks. We have
Okay,
the book
good luck out
over
there.
here. So, hello.
Hey, I got something to show you.
Okay.
Have a look at these marked pages. Does anything remind you of things Leonard used to say?
Give me a minute, will you?
Sure.
Sure.
Here. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Leonard used to say that whenever I was late for work.
Perfect. Thanks.
No problem.
Yes.
I don't need to know his opinion on that.
Okay, so do you know about this one?
Do you recognize this woman?
I don't. Sorry.
Hmm. Damn. Now we're gonna go to the Rolf, but that's gonna happen in the next episode. And thank you for watching, stay healthy, and see you next time. Bye!